Hey Naturals, hello, how are you? I hope you're having a wonderful day and it's about to get better because I'm here, your English teacher, Gabby, with Go Natural English to help you with your English fluency. This is a free English tip that will quickly help you to improve your English. So are you excited? Because I am super excited to be here with you today. I want to say hello to people who are saying hello in the chat box. Jose, Maxi, Sunil, Abis, Khulud, Yuran, Adriana, Musa, Rosanna, Debbie, Gulzat, and many, many more. Thank you so much. I see you. I'm reading your comments. I love that you are here. Thank you so much. So today I'm going to try hard to always have a smile and a nice look on my face because yesterday, the video I made, the live video, when you see the thumbnail of the video, I have this awful face. It's like, ugh, oh, I shouldn't make the face because then it might show up on the thumbnail. So I'm going to smile a lot today, so hopefully it'll be more attractive. Okay? You never know. So I have a really good question for you, a question that I'm going to answer, an English tip for you. I got this question couple weeks ago and I was thinking about it, didn't know how to answer it at first, but today I'm ready to answer it. It's going to be good. If you can see the title of today's live stream, it's Can I Speak and Understand English Without Knowing Grammar? This is a big question, a hot topic. If you ask your English teacher, they might have a different answer than me. So my answer might surprise you. So do you want to know the answer? Do you want to know what I think? Tell me in the comments if you're ready to hear the answer. Do you really need grammar in order to speak English? Do you? Really? Is it necessary? Okay, I think that we're ready to see the question. I'm going to share it with you. I see some yeses. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, the question is, I like your videos very much. I have many questions about English. One of them is, can I speak and understand English without knowing English grammar rules? This is from Bobby Daniel. Bobby, you might want to work on your spelling before you work on your grammar, but let me answer your question with all due respect. Answer is, when you speak English, you are using grammar whether you know it or not, whether you know that or not. Grammar is like the bones of English. If you think about a body, the bones are the base. You have to have bones or you won't be able to stand up. You have to have a base for your home or it won't be able to stand. Children learn grammar by copying what they hear and processing each rule when they are ready. So you do not need to focus on grammar. You should not spend all your time memorizing grammar rules. You can check a rule if you're in doubt, but the best way to learn is naturally through learning phrases appropriate for the situation. Let me come back to talk to you for a minute. What I'm trying to say is grammar is important, but you don't need to spend all your time on grammar. I do not recommend that you memorize tables of verbs or lists of certain tenses. You don't need to know how many tenses there are in the English language. You do need to know how to form phrases using grammatical structures, but you don't need to know things like the name of the specific grammar point. It will help you if you are really wanting to explore the linguistics of English. Maybe if you want to become a scholar, a linguist, then okay, learn the names. It's more technical. You're gonna maybe write a book about English linguistics. Yes, learn everything about grammar. But if your goal, like most normal people, is to speak English fluently, please don't waste your time learning all of the specific things about grammar, like the names of the tenses or how many tenses there are or things like that. You don't need to memorize grammar tables. I mean, it's way too much. The way that most English teachers and English textbooks tell you to focus on grammar, it actually hurts your English because you're so focused on making the perfect structure that you become afraid to try. You become afraid to make mistakes. You have to speak. You have to make mistakes in order to improve, in order to get over your shyness or your hesitation. If you want to speak English, you have to speak English. If you want to speak English, you don't need to memorize grammar rules. If you want to know grammar, you need to memorize grammar rules. Do you see what I'm saying? If you want to be fluent in English, you need to speak English. If you want to be an expert in English grammar and linguistics, you should memorize grammar. So they're different. You don't need to spend all your time on grammar or any time, because the way that I teach, the way that Go Natural English teaches you to become fluent in English is by copying phrases, kind of like a child, but you can copy phrases that English speakers are using and use those phrases in your own conversation, in similar situations, to express yourself. This is the way that I learned Spanish and Portuguese and some Japanese and French. I copy what I hear around me. I copy what I hear in music. Some of my Spanish is pretty bad because I just listened to a lot of reggaeton for a while. So it's something the Spanish speakers will understand. But it helps so much to learn to speak in phrases, and that will help you to be able to use those phrases, not just using a verb in a specific tense. I mean, what is a verb in a specific tense? I had eaten. Okay, great, but that doesn't really mean anything if you say just the verb. You need a complete phrase. So what I'm trying to say, long answer made short, is no, please don't spend more time on grammar. You need to learn English in a natural way through phrases, through copying native speakers and fluent English speakers, and using the language that they use in similar situations, being really conscious of what you hear around you and using that in your own life. Don't be afraid to make mistakes, even with grammar. But when you speak English, you are using grammar. So it's not something you need to focus on. Like, if you go swimming, you don't need to focus on, oh my gosh, I'm going to get wet. Like, that just happens. If you go swimming, you're going to get wet. That's like using grammar in English. If you speak English, you're going to use grammar, but you don't need to focus on the grammar. If I go swimming, I don't need to focus on, oh my gosh, I'm going to get wet. I need to learn everything about water. I need to learn the chemical composition. I need to learn, what salt content this water has. I need to know exactly how many cubic square feet of water there is in this ocean. No, that's what you're doing with grammar. Stop it. You don't need to do that. You're going to get the grammar when you speak English, when you listen to English. You're going to get it. Just like when you go swimming, you're going to get wet. You just can't avoid it, okay? So if you want to tell me what you think, I want to know in the comments. Tell me, what do you think about my opinion on grammar? If you agree or disagree, let me know. Please answer in the comments. Do you agree you don't need to memorize grammar to be fluent in English? Tell me in the comments, yes, no. You can add your reason why. And actually, you can sign up for free English lesson tips and premium course information at gonaturalenglish.com. And if you are interested in learning more about the Go Natural English method, then you can click on the link in the description that goes to gonaturalenglish.com/ebook, and that is the Go Natural English ebook that describes more about how to learn English the Go Natural English way and some practice exercises that you can do to help you. All right, I want to thank you for being here with me today. Thank you so much, Adriano, Choni, Abd, Michael, Azim, Lavna, Ashkan, Sylvia. Thank you, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. I'm really happy. Thank you for your comments. I'm going to be reading them and responding as much as I can. Thank you so much, Lino. Thank you for your nice comments. I'll see you guys here tomorrow at the same time, 12 noon EST, New York time. All right. Mwah! Bye for now.